Alright, so this is the next video about the services. In this video we will talk about the unquoted service. Actually abusing the unquoted service paths, right? So the thing is, let me actually tell you. So when a service needs to run the executable, it look like this with the quotes, right? So when the service is trying to look for this executable, just need to know that this is the complete path and I need to directly go to this place, right? But what's problem with the unquoted is that it has no these stuff. Right here you can see, and there are spaces. Actually this is the same path, but without the quotes. So what happens is that when the service needs to run this executable, it just first of all go to here this place, and then with the space, wherever it see the space, it just like the window actually gets confused, like thinking that where actually is the exe. So what it does, it just check all of the possible places. So when it comes to this, it just stop there here and add the .exe, like the program.exe, right? And then if any exe does not access in this with the name program.exe in this directory, then move to this with and stop at this space, and then just wait for check the my.exe. Same, if it does not find anything, it just move there and then finally reaches here, right? So what if, like, let me actually show you. So this is the unquoted path and it's trying to look for this exe. So what happens is the service first of all do like this program.exe. It just stop there and check if the exe exists or not. If does not, then move to here. So it become desk.exe like this. Same, this goes forward until it find the exe. So the thing is, if we can somehow put our malicious exe in any of these like places, we will see if we can like put our own exe in these directory, right? So if we can put our exe either here or here, so what will happen is that the service will run our exe. Like for example, if we place our exe over here like this disk.exe, so it will first check there will be nothing. It will then move to here and it will find out this.exe. So it will run the this.exe, and guess what, this is our malicious exe. Whatever is inside this, it will be executed, and the service will think, yeah, that I found my exe that I was looking for, and it will not even come to this one, right? So in this video we need to check out current running services, right? And then we will see, also look for the second main point is we will look for the unquoted paths, and the third is we will, once we find out, we will then check if we can like modify or have like some certain permission that will help us in this thing. So this is the main goal of this video, right? So this is like very similar to the insecure service executable. If you don't know, you can check out the previous video. This is I have talked about that in the previous video. Once we find out that some place we can write here, like for example in this, we will just go to our attacker machine and create a malicious exe and then put it on the attacker and put it on the compromised device and name it anything like over here disk.exe. It will be just run and give us a reverse shell or anything we want, right? So for this video, what I will be doing is, I'm not going to create any .exe or anything, but I have already told about this in so many videos. But what I will be focusing on is to find out the unquoted paths, and I will also check if we have the permission or not. Once we find this, the rest is easy. You will go to attacker machine or your caller machine, you will create the .exe file, and then you will run the HTTP server, and then you will come to the compromised device. You will download that exe from the Kali to the compromised device, and then you will just put it in wherever we have the permission. And the next thing there will be like you will see if I have the permission to like stop the specific service or no, or the user will like reboot. So this is all of the stuff we will be doing. Let me just open this CMD, and what we're gonna do is, let me make it big. So we will actually use this command. This command actually shows us only the vulnerable path or the uncoded path, so we can only see this only one on our device. We can also go to PowerShell and see all of the running services and see manually, and we will look for all of these services that are running manually. Just go here, copy this. Okay, I need to, I think, okay, these are all of the service. What we should do instead is we will just move this part to here so that we can see the full path. Let me just delete this and paste it over here. Now much better, so we can now see the full path. So again, I will mention is that we will not look for these path because these need admin access. We will just skip these. So one is this is just have the codes. Same for this. Again, you can see we got this result in the same previous command. So I'm just going to copy this and look for other. One has got. How about we just exclude the Windows directory one? So I think it will work now. So one thing I need to do again is, bro, come on. Yeah, I need to get this thing and paste it here so I can see actually the full path. Let's see now. Okay, so this one has got this one, has this one. We need to check this one, and yeah, so the rest of them has got. So what we gonna do is copy this path and type icacl and paste the path, not with the codes actually. Icacls, yeah, it's like this actually. Let me just we can see that we don't have the permission for modification or like do anything on this, and there we don't have any other service that does not have the codes. Let's check on this machine. This is actually a lab from try hack me. So let me just copy the same command from here, not from here but this one. Yeah, this one. So let me copy this and go over here. Okay, we need to go to PowerShell first. This, and then let me just type CLS. Let's wait for the result. Bro, what? We actually need to copy this thing and edit this, and I need the path to be second like this. Yeah, let me also remove this and this one. I just want to exclude the window directory. Much better. Now I can just go here, paste it here and see for what's going on. Okay, we got some result, and we can see one is this that does not have the codes, another is this one, and this one. So in total we got 3. How about we check one by one? So let me copy this, Control C, codes. I think it's icls. Yeah, like this. Okay, so let's see what. Oh yeah, so we do have the full permission for this path. Right now we are logged into this user, and you can see right here that for this specific user we have the full permission. How about we check the rest of the two as well? Let me copy this. Okay, we don't have the permission for this one, so we will just skip this. We only have the read and execute permission for this one. See this one, icacls. Okay, same, we don't have the permission for this one. So the one we should be focusing on is this. Let me just move there, not here actually, but this one, cd pro, not this, like this. Yeah, much better. Now let me just type ls. So what we're gonna do is we will remove this thing. Okay, no, we will not remove this. So this is the full path actually, right? And what's going on over here is that when you start this Windows scheduler, when this service, let me just show you the yeah, this service, when this service just started, just try to grab this .exe file from this place. But the problem is the user we are currently logged into has full access to do whatever we want. And the problem with this is, let me show you. This is the full path of that executable. So right here, as you can see, we do have the space over here and also here, and also there is no like anything like codes. So what we could do now is since we do have the full permission, we can just go to our attacker machine attack box and create a malicious .exe with whatever name, like in this case program.exe. Okay, once we put the our malicious exe in that directory, like with the name program.exe, all we need to do is we have to stop and start the service if we have the permission. So if we have the permission, we will just do that. If we don't have, normally we don't have the permission, all we need to do is to just wait for the user to reboot the device. So now let's just try and see if we can reboot. The try hack me in this lab has given us access to stop and start the service to make it easier for us, right? And to stop and start the service, you already know how to do this, but let me just show you again. We will just type scqc and the service name is Windows scheduler in this case. So this is how you like stop, actually not this, like you will type stop. So we just stop the service, and once we like make our exe and put it in this place with the program.exe name, it will just grab the exe, and then once we just like type this start over here, what it gonna do is it will just try to look for this specific exe. Where is it? Here it's, so it will just easily run our exe, and boom, we got a reverse shell or like admin user or anything we just put in the exe. So I hope this makes sense and you understand what I'm trying to say. I will see you in the next video, and if you have any question, let me know in the comments.